Hello, everyone. As senior pastor of the multi-campus megachurch Free Chapel, Jentezen Franklin could let the size and scope of his ministry go to his head. But if that's ever a temptation, he has close friends in ministry, his wife and their 5 grown children, to bring him back to earth. I've got an older bishop pastor who is 84 years old and speaks into my life, Franklin said. I've got peers who are my age. We've grown up in ministry and have done things in ministry all of our lives, watched our churches grow. It's been a journey, and they've been on the journey with me. Because of their long relationship, these friends know when Franklin needs accountability or support. They can tell when I'm having trouble, he said. They know when Charisse and I need a good talking to. They know when I'm going through something with one of my kids. You don't tell all your business to everybody, but boy, if you've got 2 or 3 good people who are good sounding boards who you can talk to, that is critical for a pastor. Franklin's wife, Charisse, is very involved in the ministry as well, working with a world-class women's program and serving as the chief advisor and host of 3 major conferences per year. And with her background in building design and construction, Charisse has been involved in planning and coordination for all of Free Chapel's locations. She and her husband share their life together in their recently released book, Love Like You've Never Been Hurt: Hope, Healing, and the Power of an Open Heart. In its pages, they reflect on real, raw ministry and family life in the public eye. People see you in front of thousands of people or on television, but we have a real family, he said. The Franklins have raised 4 daughters and a son. Now empty nesters with 2 grandchildren, they admit to their disappointments and failures. The things that we've gone through are not different from anybody else's family, he said, yet we had to deal with them, and I had to preach through some of these storms that we went through. How do you do that? How do you hold your family together? How do you make it through the storm? That's the heart of the book. The Franklins know they are not alone in these trials. So many pastors' wives and pastors' families are desperately hurting, and nobody's talking about that elephant in the room, he said. Marriages are in trouble, and we need to get brutally honest enough to understand that there really are answers and that we need some kind of accountability in ministry. In leading such a large congregation, Franklin has seen problem after problem in families. Christian families are just in a mess, he said. The body of Christ is full of parents who are estranged from their children. I hear it all the time. I haven't spoken to my child in a year. I haven't seen my grandchild since he was born. We just don't get along. There's got to be something we do. We live across town and we don't talk. I hear this stuff. We don't talk. We've been offended at one another. We've gotten hurt. Some leaders are dealing with a family member on drugs, a daughter who is pregnant, or a son who says he's gay. Franklin dealt with the latter in his congregation, and he dedicates a chapter of the book to how it was handled. We can pretend that stuff doesn't happen. The truth is, it's happening. How do I manifest love in those kinds of situations? It's never wrong to love. Here's a big one. You never compromise your faith or your belief in the Bible to love. It's never lowering your standard to love. In fact, Franklin wrote the book to remind people that love never fails. If somebody does something that really offends you, it may take a while, he said. It gives an illustration in there of a ketchup bottle. You have to hit it and hit it until finally what's been under pressure is released. That's kind of how our journey has been in some of the situations we've had to deal with. But love never fails. Thanks for watching.